finally leaving the farm and we are leaving Hempstead. So excited to just go anywhere right now. So we'll keep you updated on where we end up going. Welcome to spring in England. Yes, it's snowing.
She said.
What was that?
Go and travel the world, she said. It'll be fun, she said.
So we've arrived in Colchester. This is our third night of technically wild camping in the UK. And look at this beautiful place that we found. Absolutely stunning. I'll wait for the tide to come in and see how high it comes up. Day 4 and we're at a place called Brecon. As you can see, it's a beautiful beach, very different to the other day. See down there, just throwing some rocks skipping across the water, but there's no one around for miles. So we found some more war bunkers and it's quite eerie, but there's a lot of history here. The whole east coast is completely covered in evidence of First World War and the Second World War. We are now in the New Forest. We're on the way to Bournemouth to visit family, which I'm super excited about. But at the moment, just enjoying the landscape and the wild horses. We're now in Bournemouth, down at the beach. Not as shingly as the East Coast. Very sandy and beautiful, and the sun is out. Happy days. This is our view. Sorry about the swinging motion. And everybody else seems to have gone home, so we've got the place to ourselves. First drink at a pub and dinner at the pub in a pub garden in the New Forest. Look how lovely this all is. So we've stopped off on our way to the next stop for tonight and we're at Chester Castle. So we've just found a spot for tonight and it's beautiful as always in the English countryside. And I don't know if you can see the end, sort of like middle of the screen, that looks like Brighton. We're just down the outskirts of it and this is the view for tonight. We have arrived in the Isle of Wight, just off the south coast of England, and there in the distance you see the beautiful Needles, or the famous Needles I should say, with the lighthouse at the end. We're going to go and have a look at that later, but we're here because Steve spent so much time here as a child in the summer holidays visiting his grandparents, so it's so cool to actually get to see some of that. Tonight we are still on Camp Wight on the Isle of Wight, but we've moved locations. We're no longer huge rolling hills. We are now in the woods. And there's no one here apart from us. Sorry about the crunching of the leaves, you can probably hear. But yeah, this place is really cool. Fire's on, settling in for the night. First attempt at a little bit of off-roading. We know we're going to come up against a lot more than this, but it's a good start. We have arrived at Stonehenge. The weather is pretty rough. It's raining. We'll show you outside in a minute.
It's really bad.
It's really bad. But we found a good spot.
Yeah, we found a really good spot. Really
good spot actually. And let me show you the view. Like I said, weather's not great. It's totally raining. But that's our view. It's supposed to be a beautiful sunrise tomorrow morning, so we are going to get up at 5.
4. She doesn't do mornings.
No, I don't, really don't. But we're gonna have a go tomorrow and see what we can do. So, I said I'd get up for the sunrise. It's 4:53. It's stating me, so it's not good. But the sunset should be beautiful. Sunset? Sunrise. I said, up, not quite awake yet. Not quite the clear skies that the weatherman predicted, as you can see. This is looking over Portland, but it's actually an old quarry where they used to get all the big rocks from, and they used to get made for or used for building properties and stuff, but then they found a load of fossils and a few old carvings, so it then became a protected site. So what you see today is what is left, but it's really weird. It's almost like a different world altogether. And then we found this, is it nature park? Sculpture nature park.
It's a sculpture park and a nature reserve.
And look how cool this is. I don't know if anybody from our age group remembers the film Labyrinth, but really feels a little bit like that. Here's one of the sculptures. Actually my favourite one, I think it's so cool. Literally like half a face in a rock. You really can't get the scale of this place. still in Portland on the Jurassic coast, apparently where there's lots of fossils from dinosaurs. Haven't seen any yet, but... And then we've also got this huge famous lighthouse. What's it called, babe?
Portland Bill.
Portland Bill, thank you. Portland Bill Lighthouse. It's beautiful, probably the best cared one that we've seen along this journey. But yeah, really cool. We have arrived at Land's End. The wind was sounding pretty bad from the inside, so we're about to have a look, and as you can see, it looks perfectly fine. Very, very windy though. We've stopped in Port Isaac on the way up the west coast through Cornwall. Because it's where Doc Martin was filmed, so we wanted to come and have a look at it, but we've been caught in this southwest storm of really strong winds, and it's been pretty crap for the last couple of nights, so we'll come back when it's sunny and hopefully it looks a bit nicer. So we've arrived at Cheddar Gorge.
Yeah.
And we've just hiked up, which for me is a pretty big deal.
It's a massive deal. You've got to remember that Tobi suffers with fibromyalgia, and I'm really proud of her for getting to where we have. So just have a look at the view.
Right, I think now it's time for an afternoon tea.